No, I don't fly at all anymore.
Dennis, there's not much you haven't done. You're an ER doctor, you're a qualified pilot. I mean, it must be a blast, humming around the skies in a fighter jet at Mach 1.
Yeah, or Mach 2. Um, things smooth out quite a bit. It gets very quiet. Um, but yeah, I missed that to some degree. It was I did that for about oh, 8, 10 years, something like that, and then it became too difficult for the family because we had small children, and the absences were too much. I think that if you're going to fly airplanes, you need to be doing it regularly. Probably once or twice a week to maintain currency and be safe. And I don't really have time for that, so I don't choose not to fly. Now, also, I prefer to, if I'm going to fly, I'm not interested in getting an Cessna driving from A to B. I'd rather be in an airplane that can go straight up and straight down.
And you're an ER doctor as well in New South Wales. How many do you get recognised often, or have you been in the past? And what do you like to do in your spare time?
What spare time? Yeah, unfortunately, I guess if I had spare time, I would. I do paint. I paint quite a bit. I like to write music. I like to paint. Um, I like to go swimming in the ocean. I don't surf anymore. I used to surf, but I don't surf anymore because I've had some spine problems that have required surgery, and I've got to be really careful. And I like to read. I read. If there's nothing else going on, I'm going to be reading. I read in the I read in the van all the time on tour.
And what about one thing about Deniz Tek that nobody knows that you'd be comfortable sharing?
That's a good question. No one's ever asked me that before. Uh, when I was a child, I thought I could fly, and I created a set of wings. And it was sort of like a early prototype of a hang glider before they had hang gliders. And I jumped off the roof of our house, and it didn't work out so well. I don't think I've ever told anyone that before. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, I think that's something that I've never told an interviewer before.
Deniz, I don't think I could get away with talking to you without asking this question. Is there any chance of Radio Birdman reforming at all in the near future or ever again?
I think we're probably leaving it there where it is, but you never know for sure. Never say never again. Yeah.
Well, we can only hope for a reformation of Birdman, Deniz. And Soul Movers, is there a chance of seeing them come down to South Australia quite soon?
Yeah, I think Soul Movers. We played in Sydney and Melbourne. We should probably go play in Adelaide. That'd be great. Pip lives in Adelaide now, by the way.
Great to hear, yeah.
Yeah, he lives there, so maybe he can set something up for us.
Well, it'd be great to see you performing again, Deniz. With music nowadays in Australia, can you think of really any bands that come to mind that you think Birdman and yourself have had a major influence on, like, for example, Silverchair?
Yeah, Silverchair. They were fans, and they played They recorded New Race. In fact, I recorded it with them. They had me come to the session in New York and did the guitar solo for them. And I guess the Vines come to mind, but none of these are very recent. That's the thing. I've been away out of the country for a while, and I haven't really seen anything new that I thought was really fantastic recently. What do you think? Have you seen anybody that you could recommend?
In Australia, not so much. Well, Wolfmother and Jet to some extent, I guess, are trying to sort of relive that old school of music, but yeah, probably more of the European bands, perhaps. Dennis, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I guess, some of the Swedish bands also, Turbo Negro and things like that, maybe heir to some of that type of influence. I think a lot of Australian bands say that they're influenced by it, but you can't hear that much of it in their music. Certainly, back in the 80s, there was a lot more. But things have moved on now.
Well, Dennis, if you make it down to South Australia, there'll be a bottle of Grange here with your name on it waiting for you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Well, Deniz Tek, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I guess we look forward to seeing the Soul Movers on stage sometime, and fingers crossed, another reformation of Radio Birdman.
Fantastic. Thank you.